Here's a good one. Nancy Pelosi said, "Don't instigate the Chinese and bring down that tyrannical government upon you over there at the Olympics in Beijing." Pelosi's worried that you might question the tyrannical government. You might, have them unleash that upon you. That's that's the Speaker of the House. That's drunk Nancy. Sitting there like, give me another beer, whiskey. That's who people are like idolizing apparently because they keep re-electing this creature, this swamp creature, this thing that crawls out of the primordial ooze in the beginning of time, and it becomes Nancy Pelosi. You touch it, be like, and it just turn to dust. But yeah, Nancy Pelosi, January 6th, Nancy Pelosi. That Donald Trump, Nancy Pelosi. Destroyed the dollar, caused trillions, bazillions of dollars in debt, made everybody rich. Destroyed California. Human feces and needles, if you like that, that's California. Nancy Pelosi, maskless in a hair salon during a lockdown and mask mandate. But yet now she's warning people that are at the Olympics to not bring down the wrath of the communist Chinese government by saying anything against them. Even about the human rights violation and the Uyghurs and this forced labor. And don't say nothing, said Nancy Pelosi. That's where we're at. That's where this Brandon administration, this Biden administration, and co that people are like, oh, tear. This is where we're at. Where did we go wrong? I'll tell you where we went wrong. We were wrong is that we allowed these people to be influenced to be able to bet in the stock market and make millions of dollars by managing big tech and making money off their decisions as supposed representatives of the people. Hey, California, wake up. I'm living with Californians everywhere around me, destroying the housing market, causing strife and pain. People can't even find a place to live because so many people are fleeing these cities in California. Who's filling the holes? Who's flooding California? That's the biggest question. Because all these people leaving California, there's people filling that place. Guarantee it. But we'll never get to that, right? Open borders. Just saying. Open borders. Drugs, fentanyl, heroin, meth. Where's it coming from? Where's it all come from? The sky? Yeah, well, that sky up there, got to put a bubble in. No, it's coming from Mexico. The fentanyl that's killing people every single day all around this country is coming across the southern border. Imagine that. But let's keep that border open because of humanity and human rights while the coyotes are violating and murdering and raping, making millions and millions of dollars, extortion. It's fine. Rape, murder, mutilation. Oh, we got a floater. Oh, yeah. That's okay because that border's got to stay open because we believe in human rights, says the Biden administration. No, that's what you believe in. You believe in human smuggling, human trafficking, rape, murder, extortion on human beings that cross the border and then have to pay back the coyotes. You made them extremely rich. You made so many people extremely rich, except for the idiot American that's now subletting their lease on an apartment for a bedroom for $500 to $800 a month. The poor American that has to go buy that got suckered into buying a stupid car, the driveway, for twice what it's worth, working themselves to death, living in a bedroom in somebody else's apartment on a lease. That's the American dream now. Believe me, I drive down the road, there are 50 bazillion cars. Looks like California. Never even been there. I see pictures. Looks like California. People are like bumper to bumper park trying to find a place to park. Well, those are single family homes. Well, they rented a house and stuck 8 people in it. And they're like, this is the American dream. Yay. Well, don't worry. The coyotes in Mexico, the drug traffickers, the gangs have gotten filthy rich off the dollar dump from the Biden administration. Just massive kleptocratic dump. Foreigners have gotten rich. Foreign entities got rich. Hedge funds have got rich. BlackRock is running everything. They got rich. The representatives got rich. The oil companies are getting rich. Green New Deal, right? That's a good one. CNN can tote that one all day long and somebody will believe it. But realistically, we didn't get rich. We have nothing but strife. People say, oh, we're fine. No, the pandemic's caused massive, massive psychological problems. Massive. It's caused devaluation of our very currency that we work every day for. They stole so much money, they had to drop the value of the dollar to cover for what they had taken. That's how you borrow at one value, but yet you owe at a lower value. Get it? That's what this is about. That's what the interest rate hike's going to be about. It's what inflation's about. They stole the money while the value was high, just like Bitcoin or stocks. They passed out millions behind the trillions behind you guys' backs. Don't even know about it. They bailed out, bought unsecured debt liabilities. They bailed the airports out. They stuffed money in every direction. All fake fiat currency given out to corporations, tens of millions of dollars to corporations over COVID pandemics that you never saw. And all that debt was at this value. They made that money at this value. And now they just made your dollar value here. They cut it in half. They cut it in half. They will owe half what they took. Now they reinvest that into something else. And then they keep their value of the money they stole. Because every bit of pandemic money they threw out went to the corporations. It went to the hedge funds. It went to the speculators. And it went to the oil companies because they shut down America's independence and energy independence and opened up OPEC. Just let them flow the oil in at a higher price. They're making profits hand over fist right now. Largest theft in world history. And there's absolutely no way to fix it. Absolutely no way. It is too late. Those that stood behind Biden and the Democrats and did this bear that burden. Those that were suckered into being a part of this 2014 Democrats, Obama, Biden, 2020 or 2021, 2022 with the prices you're paying again like 2014, $100+ a barrel of oil, you got suckered back into it. You used Obama. You was Obama, and we ended up. Look what we paid. Look where fuel was at. Look where oil was at. Look what your daily life was at. Look what a gallon of milk was. Believe me, I was in the milk industry. And just like what happened now, they're back in. They're back. Any myths or disinformation online needs to be censored now. Facebook isn't doing enough. Facebook shares dropped. Overnight dropped. They had the truckers' website for the Canadian truckers rebelling against the machine, which, by the way, the Canadian government, the United States government are the empire. They are the empire on Star Wars. George Soros looks just like the evil guy on the empire. Darth Vader should be, I don't know, Biden. That'd be a real dumb Darth Vader. Come on, man. But you're supposed to be a part of the rebels. We watched Star Wars as kids. The entire world was captivated by the X-Wings fighting back against the evil empire. That's what we're in. It's like a simulation of Star Wars. If you're with the left, if you're with the Democrats, you're with the empire. If you're with the Republicans and you suck down what's being told that are like by, certain individuals that are actually like Rand Paul that are fighting back. If you're with the other section of swamp rats that are considered Republicans, then you're with the empire. And all they're doing is throwing you back like a ball every 4 years. Poop, 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 suckers. Poop, poop, suckers. You have to be a part of the rebels. It used to be that the left was the rebels. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. CNN's, MSNBC, mainstream media, The View, everybody else, all these other talk show people that were on the severe left or right or whatever, they were trying to steer you in every direction. Alex Jones has been talking about the global kleptocratic takeover of the world for as long as I can remember. And he's right. He was right. They hate him because he was right. Everybody across the world, planet Earth, needs to realize these governments are the empire. The answer to the empire, which is conglomerations of hedge funds and massive, massive, sick, corrupt, wealth gathering people, thieves, whatever you want to call them, groups of the Davos ought to be the meeting of the empire. That ought to be the Death Star, where they have their big meeting in Davos. That's the Death Star. Is it going to take us 1,000 years to figure out what the heck these criminal corruption leading succubuses are, or are we going to pull our heads out and say, after somewhat freedom, all of us, trying to live, and all the different stuff that we've been through with corporate slavery, and save the environment. And what about the rainforest? Nobody cared about rainforests anymore, right? Amazon, forgot about that one, right? But now it's polar bears. But all these causes that everybody had, all these concerns. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. They've hijacked them all and put them into CNN and the left. They grabbed up everything that we were going through as abuse, that was actual legitimate issues. Well, yeah, we're being worked to death. Well, yeah, healthcare is a monstrosity. You can't even look $100,000 for anything. A life flight. Come on. Insurance is unaffordable. We had Obamacare though. They owned that too. They didn't read the damn bill when they passed it. These people are sick. The only way to save planet Earth, just planet Earth itself, is to stop them. That means get out all the politicians. Get out all the special interests. Throw them to the curb. Get out Big Pharma. Purdue Pharma is responsible for more people's deaths than any cataclysmic event we've been through, except for the discovery of the New World by the Spanish conquistadors. I think the Black Plague hasn't come close to what happened with opioid epidemic and Big Pharma. They're still killing people. That's Pfizer, by the way. They're all in it. Big Pharma. Take these pills and call us in a few days and see what happens next. What a mess. Anyway, 13 minutes. 13 minutes. Remember, they have stolen your passions. They've stole the future wealth of the next 2 to 3 generations. They've destroyed your dollar. They have taken away the American dream for our youth, the majority of our youth. They're now living in 4 to 5 people per house. Subletting is a thing. That you can't even get supply chains. You have to open up your eyes. This is the Democrats that are not Democrats, that are corporate shills, that are stealing all the money, that are causing supply chains, crises for their next agenda. They're the ones leaping in the air with joy because Cortez is worried about cow farts. Yeah, those cows. Got to cut that down here in America because the Saudis are just going to pump so much natural gas out that it doesn't really matter. And maybe some other country will just raise all the beef. That way, what happens? Oh, what would it be? Oh, what would happen? Because you'd cut down production of cows, beef. Oh, prices would go up, and that benefits who? that that's commodity traders. That's investors. That's not the cowboy, the rancher. They have to pay the fuel bills. No, look at that. Well, her chair falls back. I can't understand why I'm having such a mess of a night, but it's midnight, after midnight. 15 minutes, see if this posts. You don't like it? Sorry. If you do like it, hey, great. What a mess. What a mess. Yeah. Because of Brandon. Joe Brandon. Thanks for watching.